Alright, I am back, and I am very much ready to begin a new thing here. A thing which, as I said, will probably be a lot less painful than that other thing which I just ended. I would be beginning one of my favorite RPGs of all time, as a matter of fact, which is Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, the first in the Mario & Luigi series, the original version for Game Boy Advance. Just need to run through a few things and make sure that they work, and also should probably change the appearance of this thing, but you know, I don't actually remember what the dialogue boxes look like in this game. I don't think there's going to be a preset for that authenticator that corresponds to this game specifically, but we just keep it the way we have it right now, or we could figure something else out. Let me see. First, let me see if I can load the game. How long has it been? How long does this song loop for? Anyway, it loops for like 7 minutes. Alright. Bit of a long loop, but it is a good song. Pretty much all Castlevania music, up to a certain point is very good, but well, hey, look, it's Danganronpa track, but I don't think that we will be. Alright, hold on a second. Let's see if I can pause this for a second so that I can actually capture it, and also stop the music, because this would be a lot more, and also like roll it back a little bit, because this would be a lot more way more fitting song for the end of the stream, but right now I want to capture this thing instead of the game that I'm playing in a perfectly legitimate way as well. I mean, even if I wasn't, it really doesn't matter, because I have there we go. I do own the game physically, so I am very much entitled to play it however I want. But here we are, yeah, I'm not quite sure what the aspect ratio is, but it's the Game Boy Advance aspect ratio. I just need to make sure this works. I'm gonna try a few things, and well, apparently the buttons work perfectly well, so that's a good sign. There's easy sleep again. Press select L and R for exit easy sleep. Okay, well no. Rumble feature, well, we don't have that, or do we? If I dig through my virtual pile of very what do you call it? Very niche specialized peripherals for the Game Boy Advance, and maybe I could find something to make that happen, but I don't think it will happen right now, at least. It doesn't matter. Now I think we're gonna play without the Rumble feature, now that it matters. I don't think I've ever played this with the Rumble feature, as a matter of fact, but I know what auto sleep is, but sleep auto sleep. I think we're just gonna leave all of these off. By default anyway. We could play Mario Brothers, which is I'm pretty sure something that a lot of Mario games that came out for the Game Boy Advance had some form of this game. But I think most of the ones that had it weren't like originals like this one, but rather the Mario Advance games, which were just ports of the NES and Super Nintendo Mario games. I think the first Mario Advance game was Mario 2, which was, or at least the version found in Mario All-Stars, so yeah, we could play this whole day, clearly. Listen to the sound effects. I'm gonna be honest, I do remember playing these versions of Mario Brothers on the Game Boy Advance, but I don't remember the fucking sound effects or the screen being like a scrolling thing like this. I thought you could see the whole thing at once, but let's just commit suicide, because we don't actually need to do this. I'll just quit. We can also play multiplayer, which I'm gonna link cable, but no, we're actually gonna get right into the game. And apparently I have a file here. There you go, starter speed. I think it's barely at the beginning of the game, so that's fitting. But no, let's use the first file. And I think it's gonna make a lot of sense, actually, that we play this in between the first and second Paper Mario games, because these Mario RPGs are connected in quite a few ways. The ambassador from the Bean Kingdom has arrived. I wish to improve my kingdom's ties with Mushroom Kingdom. I bring a gift from Queen Bean. Yeah, the Bean Kingdom, which is where this whole game takes place, but which we've somehow never heard of before in Mario continuity, because of course we haven't, but... And I tell you, whenever I start getting into this, it's just weird. Whenever I start getting into the lore of Mario, it's just really weird, and these RPGs just make it more complicated, but... But suffice to say, there's a lot more behind it than you might expect. And I remember being very excited for this game when I first heard about it when he was gonna come out. And sure enough, I played the heck out of it. Not so much the other the other Mario and Luigi games. I did play 2 and 3, and I liked them quite a lot, but that wasn't until years after the fact for those games. And also, yeah, you're playing as Toad right now. This is the ultimate power move, and you can look at the inside of Mario's house. You can fall off because you don't really have any options other than moving left and right, and for some reason... You know what, never mind. And sure enough, you have to go all the way into the back here. I hear humming. I can only imagine what was going on there in that shower door that was very oddly left open. You can also look at the grievous continuity of this not really looking like the house that they have, that Mario and Luigi live in the Paper Mario games, but you do see that house in several of those games, I think, because it looks exactly the same in Paper Mario 1 and 2 at least. I don't think they show it in Paper Mario, in Super Paper Mario, which is the only other Paper Mario game that I've actually bothered to play, but I guess you can assume that it's the same. Attacking me when my back is turned. Well, that's typical. Come here, super coward brothers. Time for you to learn about timed hits, you might say. I'm pretty sure that's how this works. I'm pretty sure you can, like Paper Mario, you can actually do them right from the beginning of the... Right, well, maybe you can't, because this also has the Mario and Luigi games have a very unique way in which you avoid enemy attacks or counter them. How was your last battle? Did you already forget about your action commands? You know what, sure, let's go through the tutorial here, because it has been a long time since I played this game. First off, you have to attack. And then right here. Press the A button here, and there you go. If you get the timing just right, you'll do extra damage. Every attack has its very own action command, so be sure to master them all. On with the pummeling. You can also... Oh, okay, so it doesn't show you the prompt, but yeah, you can actually jump in such a way that you can actually avoid that attack. I forgot something. This is really important. You can also dodge Bowser's attacks. Yeah, I mean, we already demonstrated it by... I guess here's the thing. You're supposed to see the button prompt that tells you what you're able to do. To counter each attack, but if you dodge attacks you won't take damage at all, and by the way, when you think you can dodge, just look over here to be sure, yeah. Watch closely as your foe attacks and timer dodge, on with the pummeling. It's pretty much like the encounter with Bowser in the start of Paper Mario 1, you can't actually lose. Yeah, but windows for some of these dodges and attacks are really weird, but... Blarg. Wait a second, listen, this is no time for fighting, even though I would have won. Something terrible has happened, you see. The goodwill ambassador from our neighbor, the Bean Kingdom, just paid a visit. But it was no friendly visit. The ambassador stole Princess Peach's voice. And left us with this. And replaced it with this explosive vocabulary. Or so you would think, but... when this shit gets really contrived, you'll see what I mean later in the game, but... If I kidnap Princess Peach in this stage, she'll wreck my castle. Do something super. Well, go and retrieve Princess Peach's beautiful voice. Only you can do it. Well, yeah, maybe she would be better equipped to defend herself if she can just, say words and blow people up. Perpetrator came from the Bean Kingdom. If you head over there, you should be able to learn more. See, that counts as an upgrade. Go capture that fiend and get back Peach's voice, and then I can kidnap her. I'll take my Koopa Cruiser and reach the Bean Kingdom in no time. We'll leave immediately, but also this. I vaguely remember that box looking a lot bigger, but... I guess it looks bigger on an actual... I guess the first time you would see it. Well, off on an adventure yet again. I hope you've got your backlight on. Just hope your long vacation hasn't left you out of shape. You can stretch out and warm up here in this plaza. And I talk to everyone around here who knows what you might learn. Also, you can't ever come back here, so Bowser isn't that way. That big, bad, mean, altogether nasty Bowser went rushing out toward the other exits. So you have to go to the north exit, but your monsters look so silky smooth today. Show me that super jump. There we go. You're the only one in the world, the whole world who can jump like that. Except Luigi, I guess, but... You see these item boxes, this is literally your only chance to get them, so you shouldn't do like I did the first time I played this game, so... you need to actually persist in trying to get them. Can't get that mushroom up there, it's so lame, my poor mushroom, so... Wait, was that your mushroom to begin with? Oh dear, I've gotten separated from the Bowser baddies. You know where Lord Bowser has gone? Well, we do know, yes. Which way did he go? We went that away. It's almost time to assemble, and boy, I can't miss that, I gotta hurry. I'm pretty sure that if you tell him to go any other way, he just, like, slams into the wall, and it's not good, because you actually get something for helping him, I'm pretty sure, but... Royal Speech Bombs. The villain who stole the lovely voice of the princess has fled to the Bean Kingdom. Mario has reportedly been tapped for the rescue mission. As per usual, Luigi will stay home to guard the home front, question mark, even though... Well, I don't remember, were there very many games where... Like, other than Mario 3 and Mario World and Mario 1. You know, technically it started with Mario 1. Like, all the fucking mainline Mario platformers had Luigi being involved, so... It's like an unfair thing to say. Like, he stayed home and didn't do anything on the first Paper Mario game, but other than that, I don't know. I feel like Luigi was plenty involved. What's with this? This is weird. I can't seem to find my precious belonging. Do you think maybe you could help me look for it? Sure. I think I dropped it while I was walking up here, so focus on this ledge, okay? You know, when you approach something suspicious looking areas, the action icon changes. If I were you, I'd ask that guy near the fountain about the action icon, so I don't need to because I already know what to do here, but... I don't know if you can get past this guy, and here you can, to get to the far end of this wall, but then you can't actually get back without doing the same stunt, but no, you come over here and you found something precious, so you just deliver that, and you get a bunch of free items to start the game with. That's a precious belonging I've been looking for, thank you. You are the best, please take this in return. You get a 1-up mushroom, even though I don't think you even have a menu at this point, yeah, you don't. You can play start and select. B doesn't do anything except do the fart noise, and L and R also don't do anything. You can get over here, which might not be as obvious if you jump from any farther back, because it's, you need to be like at the very edge to actually make this jump. I'm actually surprised that I managed to get it on the first try, but there you go. Don't be like me and assume that you can't actually make that jump and that you're gonna come back here later, because you're not. You're going to the Bean Kingdom, that's quite a journey. Do you want to learn about action icons? Well, I mean, we already know, but sure. Alright. There are symbols that show you what actions you can perform at any given time. If you press the A button when this icon is showing, you'll jump. You're good at that, right? Stand in front of someone and press the A button when this icon appears to speak. And when this icon appears, press the A button to do a little investigating. You'll see this icon when you stand near signs and things. Keep an eye out for it, yeah. Want to hear it again? No, we got it. It's actually pretty intuitive, so you don't really need to worry about that, but you can also get this mushroom for the guy. And find a mushroom. Oh, my mushroom, you got it for me? Of course, sure. Thank you so much, yes, but you're going to the Bean Kingdom soon, huh? You better keep it then. And please take this as a going away gift, I insist. You got a super mushroom, so yeah, if you tell him that it wasn't for him, he doesn't give you that. And good luck with all your jumping and stuff over there in the Bean Kingdom. Practice your jumping so you can remember how high you can jump, even though that's, well, that is kind of important for traversing the... Oh shoot, I missed the second thing. But I'm pretty sure you can loop that, so it doesn't matter, but you need to traverse this weird top-down perspective platforming. Here we are. Mario and Bowser team up. Our favorite hero Mario is living for Bean Kingdom with our least favorite villain, Bowser. There's green for some reason. With Bowser's imminent departure from the kingdom, cries of joy were heard in Peach's castle. Oh. Pretty sure he'll be back though, and here's Luigi, who has no actual dialogue, but... That's one other way you can find out where he went. Well, there's no other way for him to have gone to begin with, but there you go. He went that way. So I guess we follow, because it's the only thing left for us to do to actually go to where we have to go. And there's Luigi. So I recently returned from a really nice trip to the Bean Bean Kingdom. Uhu Mountain, Oho Ocean, Chucklehuck Woods, Teehee Valley, so much to see. And yes, we have to go to all these places eventually. I've recorded all my travels in my save album, such as the one over here, which we can just use right now. Yeah, you can just save. Toad Town Square. It's actually quite self-explanatory. And was there something else I was gonna say? Well, no. I think this whole trope of Luigi not being involved, I guess, originated from the Mario RPGs, because he was not involved in Paper Mario, and I think he also was not involved in the original Mario RPG, which was Super Mario RPG. Like, I had a bunch of party members in that, but I don't think Luigi was one of them for some reason. I don't even remember if he was in that game. He probably was. I just can't remember what the deal was. Bowser's Koopa Cruiser is parked just up ahead. That is one mean machine. It's time you were on your way. Head in that direction once you're ready, but rushing headfirst into trouble like you always do is crazy, so be sure to save that save album. But before we can actually go there, look, it's this man's. I think this is actually his second appearance in this series. I think he showed up for the first time in Mario Sunshine. But then he came back in the second Paper Mario game, which we will also do after this. Have prepared a suitcase for you to take with you on your long journey. Quite sure it will prove useful as it holds many items and outfits. Please take it. You got a suitcase. Just press select to open up your suitcase and check the menu screen. Then you can use any items you found or even change your clothes. It's also a good idea to use that screen to double check your personal status. Once you board the Koopa Cruisers, you can take your time and look through it. Now then I have one more parting gift as it were. Some funds for your trip. Here you go. 100 coins. I thought it was going to be 99, but there you go. Are you going to the Bean Bean Kingdom as well? Well, apparently not, but we're just seeing Master Mario off. A capital idea. I do believe I'll join you. I'm going on ahead. I shall be waiting for you in front of the Koopa Cruiser. I don't think the Koopa Cruiser was in any game before this, though. That's like a full new thing, but you can save again. Not that I think it'll make a difference. We have more money now, and we have the actual menu screen that we can access, but there we go. Well, I think we can access it if we press select, but I don't think it's working right now. Maybe we just can't actually do it yet. We just keep going. It's not really important yet. Where the heck is everybody? So here's this guy, he made it. And here's the cruiser. You're late, what were you doing? We're leaving right now, so get on board and make it snappy. You can just jump like that. Haha. What do you think? Incredible, isn't it? This is my newest weapon, the Koopa Cruiser. Yes, very good. Now all I need are my baddies. Bowser baddies, except these are the only two that are here. Where are they? What in green blazes? Hey you, are you signing up to join my crew of Bowser baddies? Well, I see. You want me to bring you along that badly, huh? But yes, you. Oh, that's rich. Don't be modest, Mr. Green. You look like a real pain, but I'll take you anyway. Except apparently he can't get away. The baddies have just arrived. The assembly area is over here, you blithering idiots. And because that guy's here, yeah, they're all complete. All baddies have assembled. We shall now begin boarding the Koopa Cruiser. He tries to get through, but then we can depart, and with an increased head count too. Excellent. Your filthiness boarding is now complete, except for one deserter. Initiate cruiser pursuit, so now we just get going at once, and we learn that apparently this can happen. So Luigi is just forcibly brought along and he just has to deal with whatever comes. The sky's above Mushroom Kingdom. Hey, you down there in the ship's belly. Mario and what's your name, green guy? And Mr. Green Mario brother guy. Well, there you go. It's canon. Again, Green Luigi, or Red Luigi and Green Mario. Look alive down there, will you? We're about to arrive in the Bean Bean Kingdom. Press select to open your suitcase, arrange your stuff, and get ready to roll, then report onto the deck. Pronto. So, I guess now we can actually open the suitcase, unless we can't. No, yes we can. There we go. We can use our items. We got 3 mushrooms, 1 super mushroom, and 1 1-up mushroom. But, yeah, we can't actually do anything right now, because we don't have, we're at full health, so we haven't actually done anything. We can also have the work pants, which only Mario can wear, light copy energy to walk in, and the work jeans. Thick, durable, practical jeans. That's our only equipment right now. And as for the brothers info, we're level 1 for extremely basic stats, but presumably that will change eventually. Let's just do this, yeah. I guess we can just save again. Might as well do it. Koopa Cruiser. Hold. Number 1. I guess there's more than one. Can't quite remember all the details here, but... But here we go. You may not know this, but Boucher Buddy's recently added a new member. He's in training until we land in the Bean Bean Kingdom. Okay, I think... Pretty sure you're supposed to be talking about Luigi, but... When you press start to switch positions between front and back. So yeah, that's what the start button does. That's why you got that thing instead of that happening with select. The A button controls the lead guy, the B button controls the guy in the back. Which I'm pretty sure it doesn't quite work the same way in like the DS games, but well, maybe it does. I don't remember. But yeah, to deal, it's 1 button for one of the brothers. You see a brother's block, make sure you hit the block that matches your color. If you hit the block that matches your color, the block will move sideways. And you can get coins from that, so... Better heal that. You need to keep up a good rhythm to get the most out of that, though. Get in line, counters. Is this it noticeable? Always looks so awful in photographs. Well, we do need to use this, even though it's not, yeah... It's not evident yet, but we're gonna find out, I'm pretty sure, right now. Hey there, you two. You two mustache dudes. You're about to enter the Bean Bean Kingdom, so you have your passports with you, right? Well... Now apparently we never bothered to get a passport. Looks like you've got a suitcase there. Tell you what, go ahead and press select to open your suitcase, but... You got them right here. These are your passports. But hey, there aren't any photos. These won't get you into the Bean Bean Kingdom, no sir, no way, no how, but... If you take your pictures here, you should be just fine. Since the Great Boucher has called you to the deck, I'll let you two cut the line, so... Just accept that. Snapping photos is easy. Stand on that mat right there. Step onto the mat once you're ready, now hurry. Well, here. Now Mr. Green Stash, you step back. Okay, I'm gonna take it, but also... When you're getting your picture taken, stand still, and you're pressing that on the control pad to hold a pose. Or you might look like this. I don't know if it worked or not, but... That's what you do. Press start to move to the front of the line, then just stand on the mat. If you haven't figured out that you need to do that, you can't actually complete this part, which I witnessed once upon a time. Yeah, that'll work. I don't think the first pose worked. I think we actually got the correct pose for that photo, but... We can confirm it right now. Yeah, Mario looks normal and Luigi's doing that, whatever that means. So there we go. Do these people have anything different to say now that they've witnessed that? Nope. You know, it occurs to me that I'm presumably aiming to do like a 100% run of this game, but I don't even know what 100% would mean for this game. I don't think there's like a lot of... Oh shit, what? Did I just reset the game somehow? By pressing like something that I wasn't supposed to? Hold on a minute. I honestly have no idea what I just did, but... Thankfully we have the file right here, so we don't have to like... There's not much we have to redo, but that's really fucking weird. What happened there? Oh well, I guess... Just hope that doesn't happen again. 'Cause that would be a massive pain in the ass if that kept on happening, but I can't imagine why it would. So I was pressing select just to look at the fucking thing. Pressing like select with other buttons here and just a bunch of different, just all the things that I can press here. And this is perfectly normal Game Boy Advance, but nothing seems to be happening. Okay, I officially have no idea what happened there, but well, let's. Well, I guess we gotta do over on the pictures at least. You do have a place later in the game that lets you retake the pictures as many times as you want, but that's only if you want to change them, which you can just get them right the first time, or whatever you want them to look like. But like I was saying, I guess I might as well take this opportunity to discuss. I'm not even sure what 100% would mean for this game, just because I don't think this has any really notable like side quests that you need to go out of your way to complete, or well, there we go. I guess we're gonna keep the same pose for Luigi that we had before, like any really significant side quests that we need to complete or stare right into the camera. Okay, so don't hold that to the goofy poses, except you can do that. Taking passport photos for both of you there. There's like, I don't think there's even any super bosses that I can think of. Like even in Paper Mario there's stuff like that, but I don't think that actually applies for this game, so just like complete as many of like the side content, like getting all the golden mushrooms. I think that's one thing that can be technically be tracked to say 100%, because those are all optional, but beyond that I don't think there's much that I can do to like try to get something that you would consider 100%, like maybe try to get all the chocolate beans that you can unearth from the ground, but I'm pretty sure you can even grind those, you can grind all types of beans somehow or another, so it's not even like something that you really need to keep track of, but oh well, I'll figure that out later. Don't break the Great Bowser's cargo, it's important stuff. The deck. I guess I could try that. It's like treat the chocolate beans like the star pieces or something. The deck's just up ahead. But before you go there, I need to make sure you don't slow Lord Bowser down, so I'll teach you how to fight as a pair. Yeah, we need to do that. And go have a look at that barrel over there, but remember, you're about to face the best of Bowser's most elite troops, so prepare yourselves. What could it possibly be? Well, naturally. And here we go, a throwback soundtrack. Let me show you how to dodge. Mario uses the A button and Green uses the B button, so just jump to dodge, and you can also counterattack. Time it right. Press the A button here, yep. Next attack Mr. Lean and Green. But press the B button now, and he actually times it right so that you can counterattack. Depending on how you time your jump, you might not only dodge, but counterattack as well. Thing is though, there are some attacks like Bowser's Flames that you can't counter, so telling you this because this is the only other hazard that you've been able to do this with so far. You attack the same way as when there's only one of you, except Mr. Lean and Green uses the B button for his action command. Press the B button when you want to jump on an enemy. Now you can practice up, so how do you change the order? I think you can change the order, can't you? Maybe you can't, well, whatever, so you can just do solo attack or an item. And just keep countering, which, there we go. And you get 4 experience points out of that. I don't remember how much you need to level up. I guess we can check here. Next 3, I guess that means that you're missing a 3 or else you would have leveled up already. Gonna have to break the barrel because it's in the way. I thought there was a way to like change the order of the turns for the brothers at least, but it's not that I can figure out right now. But yeah, very basic fights. There we go. Leveled up from level 1 to 2, and now we get to get some stat bonuses, but also get an extra bonus you can get. I'm pretty sure that depending on which stat you pick, you can get a higher potential bonus, like... Pretty sure all the stats right now are like at the most basic, so you can get between 1 and 3 for all of them, but depending on which ones you focus on, you can level them up faster with the bonus, so... If I recall, I would always like level up Mario's attack first, and Luigi's speed, I think, because I think... Or HP, I don't know. I think Luigi like lags behind on speed at first. Or we could level up the stash too. I don't remember exactly what the stash does. I think it's for like the equivalent of the luck stat, but I think if you actually have your stat up high enough, you can get like special deals at the shops, but I have no idea. I'll come back to the stash, I think. I'll just level up HP for now. Do the most basic thing. Oh, there we go, got the best bonus even. So Mario leveled up, but not Luigi, that's kind of weird. I like different leveling up. Yeah, I guess they do have different level up thresholds too, I forgot about that. Well, that kind of makes sense. Maybe you could try to reach max level, but honestly I don't remember if that's something that I ever did in this game. That would be like a lot of busy work. But oh well. It's too quick, I can't catch it, and I have to get ready for Bean immigration. It's Mario and Mr. Greeny. Can you two help me out? Teach you something important about going into battle in the process. No charge. You can attack here from the field. You can catch these guys, but first you have to stomp them and start a battle. Like this, but if you walk too far and Luigi gets hit, then he actually gets like knocked down instead. He'll start the battle by taking damage. He's not super cool, the rest is up to you, but... If you fail to stomp on a monster and it hits the dude in the back when you enter battle, then that guy can't move until his turn comes, so yeah. So you can just address that by literally just having both of the brothers jump at once, and that makes you immune to that pretty much. So yeah, speed for Mario is like 16, but Luigi has it at like 11, so we can try to even that out a little bit. So we'll give it a try. There we go, we got the bonus. Now it's a little bit better, and pretty sure their attack power is pretty much the same right now anyway, so... Can you get that other guy? Sure. Let's do this, and there you're pretty much immune to the knockdown. And there we are. Now I'm all ready. When you see enemies, just stomp them into the ground, except when you get more means of doing that isn't just stomping. Make sure the bro in the back doesn't get hit. There we are. According to the book Bean Vacations, you can save your travels by hitting that album there. And so you can, and I guess we should aim to do that, because apparently there might be a bit of a weird bug where the game just resets. I don't know how I did that last time, like... You can press start and select an LNR apparently to go into sleep mode, which is something you can do normally here by... I think so. I don't remember how that works, but it's just supposed to be like hibernation basically, but... I hope we don't have to worry about that in the future. I honestly still have no fucking idea how that happened. Hitting that block there activates a pinch screen. I like to call it Mr. Pinch, don't ask me why. In case it's not really obvious, you should be able to use all Mr. Pinch to move that cargo. Well, who did this up with cargo in this area? How are we supposed to get to the deck with this in a way? Well, I guess we can just deal with this at once by grabbing this thing. But it just ends up doing that instead. Uh-oh, looks like the crane mistook you for a cargo. That looks uncomfortable. But hey, since you're up there, why don't you use you as a lookout? I guess might as well. With this perfectly safe setup we have here. We'll soon pass over the border between the Mushroom and Bean Kingdoms. You can go back below decks now. But there's something else that's watching us apparently. What's with all the hoopla? What now? Well, here's this person, apparently with no issues at being at high altitude. I would have thought they would catch up to the Great Cacleta in even 100 million years. Who defeat or stole Peach's voice? How dare you pull off such a cool evil plan? Oh, I dare. And now I'm going straight back to the Bean Kingdom, so my next plan can take root. I have no time to chat with the likes of you. Foff will take care of this, so here's the actual character that everybody remembers from this game. I am the Great Cacleta's most best pupil who is named Fawful. I am here laughing at you, because it's just a parody of bad translations. If you are giving us the chase just to get your silly princess's voice, then you are idiots of foolishness. Princess Peach's sweet voice will soon be the bread that makes the sandwich of Cacleta's desires. And this battle shall be the delicious mustard on that bread, the mustard of your doom. And also food-related puns sometimes. Next it is the turn of you. Unless we of course just do this competently, which we can just do it. Think rat, and you can tell from the color of the text there who it's going to attack first. And I'm pretty sure that if you don't figure that out by yourself, you can get the tutorial here. Our dodges not attacks, well, I mean, we've been managing, but sure. Before he attacks, watch what he says really carefully. Yeah, such mumbling, stop it. Think rat, so it's red. When the stuff this nut says is red, he's attacking you, Mario, so there you go. All enemies have a hint in their attacks. Yeah, that is true, so keep your eyes on them, because you can tell, based on the attack animation, who they're going to target. But sometimes they do multiple attacks. I think we're going to see that here, actually. You can tell what order they're going to target in that case. Have you readiness for this? Because that means that he's going to attack Luigi first, but then Mario. Have you readiness for this? And oof. So yes, that's it for the flying part of that, but also now is when I ram you. I mean, that's pretty easy to predict when he just walks up to the one that he's going to attack. But now we can counter too, so... it's even more frivolous. Oof, well... I would think rat like you beat such an awful nasty as me. But apparently the headgear is still there. I have Fury. I mean, that's something that I've actually had to explain about that construction to some people recently, because I've been studying, I already know how to speak Spanish, but I've also been studying French, and for example, if I were to say something like, I don't know, I'm cold, or I'm hot, or I'm hungry in Spanish or French, as it happens, you don't say I'm cold, or I'm hot, or I'm hungry, you say I have heat, I have cold, or I have hunger, or I have thirst, etc. So, if you literally translate those kinds of statements back into English word for word, then you're gonna end up having stuff like that. But it's actually quite well, quite astutely written, I guess. Now is when the talking stops. I do not have... yeah, that's another, like, thing that reminds me of those hand contraptions, like... fucking the way you say goodbye in German is auf Wiedersehen, which means... if you break it down, it means until the next time that we see each other, so... you're gonna end up having stuff like that if you try to be stubborn enough to translate things as literally as possible, so... that's why you probably just shouldn't do that most of the time, even though I know of some people who are like, yeah, it needs to be translated as literally as possible, and to do anything else is sacrilege. How dare you, especially like from Japanese to any other language, but... I guess this is a perfect demonstration and parody of why you should probably not, you know, fall prey to that kind of thought. But I do not have time to stop and smell foul roses such as you. One fell swoop is the way I will deal with you, think rats. See, we could apparently do this the entire time, I just didn't bother to. And I can take down the whole ship. General Starshade, a massive explosion has been sighted. Confirmation, I need confirmation. General Starshade meteorites confirmed. Impact in Stardust fields, initiate recon. Emergency, emergency. Not even sure what kind of voice I would give those characters if I were to do actual dedicated voice acting for each character, but these are supposed to be like parodies of military or like astronaut types, which I'm not even sure what kind of voice I would associate to that to begin with, but I'm pretty sure this is another screen that we're never gonna go back to for the remainder of the game, so there we are. Koopa Cruiser, we haven't finished paying it off. Gotta have that. Kinda joking. Find Lord Bowser, help us, or just leave them here. Bowser fell on the other side of the border. I guess we're never gonna come back to this side of the border, so let's save. But, you know, I never figured out what that thing is when you go to the save animation. What that thing's supposed to be that, like, erases the previous save, because it's gotta be something that can, you know, get rid of ink, because that's what you're writing with there. It's like scraping it off, but it also looks like some kind of weird feather, I don't know. It's like supposed to be scraping it off or like erasing it. Talk about a nice surprise, check it out, bro. Looks like the famous Mario Brothers have arrived. That really brings back the memories, doesn't it? Good times, good times. So what's up, brothers, Well, are you two heading off on a journey together? Well, you probably want us to let you pass. I'm sure you guys know that this is the border of the Mushroom Kingdom. It's a border, and since we're the border security, we can't let you in until you do some jumping worthy of the Mario name. The border jump, well, we need to explain, but it's one of like 4 or 5 minigames that we can farm over and over for like one type of item that we can get, but the rules are really simple. Just jump to avoid touching the royal borderline. And keep on jumping until that flag in the background reaches the top of the flagpole. Well, I guess that's one side quest that we can do too. That's technically optional to get 100% completion is doing all the bean blends, but that's something that we'll be able to do later. If either one of you makes 3 mistakes, then the game's over at the end. I'll be nice and let you practice first, sound good? Yeah. And pretty sure that the real way to get good at this is just to memorize everything that's gonna happen. This has a lot of bullshit that you need to prepare for. Try to jump the rope, try to jump the royal borderline. That was incredible. Now it's your turn, Luigi. Let's see you jump. There we go. That was incredible. Alright, Mario and you two, Luigi, try together. So it's like the first set of characters that aren't from the Mushroom Kingdom that we actually know who Luigi is. Start over from the top. You guys practically invented jumping. Well, in video games, maybe. I'd say that's debatable. There was plenty of jumping in like the days of Atari and stuff. That's all the practice you get, but I guess maybe they never came out with a jumping engine that worked as well as the traditional Mario engine until that happened. Oh yeah, let's try level 1 of the border jump here. That's what you should actually be calling it, because as you might expect, there's multiple levels of this. And they get more BS each time. You can already kind of see the kind of tricks they're gonna pull on you. Oh yeah, I forgot to even do this shit before the end of the first round, but I think that's it. Very cool. That was some incredible jumping. And there you go. And you even get the 6 fireworks because you got all 6 lives left over. Beyond here is Bean Bean Kingdom. You be extra careful when traveling there. Or you could just go right back in there, and I'm pretty sure they let you do the next level of the minigame. To try the infamous border jump 2 challenge. Pretty sure there's 4 levels of this, so let's see if we can do it. I don't remember exactly how it works for each one. And like I said, like, memorization is really important for being able to... being able to get through these. I think this is the last set of movements you're gonna do on this level, if I recall. And remembering some of this here. Very cool. And I don't know if they're gonna start giving me like the he-beans, because that's the reward for doing this multiple times already. Yeah, I guess they are. Cleared level 2. That was some great jumping. How about a beanie reward to commemorate it? You can't find this type of bean just anywhere. All yours. All yours. 2 beans for beating level 2. And I kinda wanna see if there's like a save point here. Oh, hold on. Hold up, brothers. Since we've been on duty, you two are the first people ever to cross our border. I mean, ever. Well, we gotta commemorate this occasion by giving you this. You got a bean map. Oh, there you go. As long as you have a map, you'll feel safer in foreign lands, right? Select the menu screen and check out that map, but yeah, right now, let's check out these pipes, because we need to, yeah. Spoiler alert, that's gonna be the fast travel system, and we need to actually check each pipe to be able to unlock it, but there's the map, and this is the entire game world. We got Stardust Fields and the rest of the places that we'll be going through as we try to climb down from here. Alright. Let's try one more, I guess, but then we'll probably try to search for a save point so we don't lose any of this. Super border jump. I think the last one is called Super Border Jump Sunshine. Just like to start doing shit like that. And I think you can actually try to figure out how much time is left before, like how far you are through the each challenge by watching the flagpole in the back, because the flag rises on it depending on how full of shit. How close you are to the end, and there we go, that was the end of that. Well, so far we managed to do all of these on the first try, so I guess maybe we can actually try completing all of them right now. We've cleared level 3. For some great jumping here, bean time. Better remember some of the nonsense that they pull, because you're gonna need that for the final challenge here. Super Border Jump Sunshine here. This one I don't quite remember whatsoever. We're gonna do that, and then this. Yeah. And then that, I do remember that. Is that it? No. No, that is it. Okay, never mind. Just gotta remember which of those motions are the final motion that's done in each level. So that's basically the last level, but there's one more thing you can do it here, actually. Get 5 beans out of clearing that. But if we go back in here now, wanna play? Nope, because we're gonna do this. Wanna take the challenge of the complete border jump here. So we just have to do all 4 of those in sequence with no breaks. They're the same set of lives, so... Let's see exactly how well this is gonna go. I'm actually not entirely sure. Oop, I forget about that to start with. I might actually lose, I don't know. Oh shit, I forgot that this was part of the original. And you can't really watch a flagpole to see how complete it is anymore. Oh shit, okay, yeah. That would have tripped me up if I hadn't remembered that last second, but it was in fact like that. That's half of it. Oh, fuck. might actually lose, because I think I can only get one more mistake with Luigi. Oh, yeah, I lost. Might as well try again, yeah. I'm determined to get this. Fuck. What else gonna happen? Okay, timing for that one is really awkward, and where you have to dig over both of them quickly. Okay. We're doing just fine. Remember what to start with in each one. Okay, so it's the tricky part. Jesus Christ. I think I'm gonna lose again because I can never, like, when they start a new sequence I keep thinking they're gonna go for Mario first, but it's not it at all. Oh, that's also got awkward timing. Oh shit, I almost died there. Or lost, you know what I mean. Oh. And I'm gonna lose for real, I guess, because... Unless I manage to pull it off here. I think that might be the end of it, though. Yeah, I think I did it, after all. Only took like 2 tries. 500 points. So that was the ultimate challenge cleared, so we can keep coming back here and doing that to get more beans, and... I don't know if that's gonna be the most efficient way of doing that. I think I only get 7 beans out of this, which is not really that much more than the 4th challenge. I think the most efficient way to farm beans here would be to just keep doing the 4th challenge over and over again, but... Well, let's just actually move on now. Disturbing facts uncovered in Area 64. Recent studies show that the spiky starter's defense system can be jumped. It's easy, just run, press the A button, and then immediately press the B button. Such a defense gap is appalling. Improvements are demanded to prevent an increase in intruders. And yeah, just do that right away. They just write down how to do it. And right in front of the thing that they're trying to get people not to do that with. That makes a lot of sense, but... Hey, video games. With all sorts of weapons. Right. Well, it's pretty fitting that we played a little bit of Mario Brothers before this, because I'm pretty sure that's what the fighter flies are from. And we're probably going to be leveling up a few more times here, but that's okay. I say that, but that's okay as if that was implied to be a bad thing, but no, it's... I remember it being kind of cumbersome, because if I recall... I don't know, I have vague memories of both in this game and Paper Mario being one of those people who for some reason wanted to, like, avoid encounters in the wild as much as possible when playing JRPGs. It makes no sense, because then you don't get stronger, but... That was just how I was as a kid, I guess. But I managed to get through this game really well, and Paper Mario really well, so I guess there was some kind of merit to that. Okay, finally we get to save. Bean side. And we have to see what's over here to proceed. Apparently boss are just in the cannon and we have to turn it around to figure this out. Great timing. I could use a hand here, I'm kind of stuck. Look, keep your diet jokes to yourself, they're not funny, just get me out of here. But no, this guy's here. Why could it be that Bowser the Great Koopa King has fallen into my cannon? Heck, how amusing. Who dares speak to me so? I am told Star the Great and famed King of Stardust Fields. Heard great tales of you, but you aren't very impressive in person. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh. If you want me to get him out of there, little people, you must pay in coins. I will set him free for all of your coins. And I'll even keep this most embarrassing incident a secret. Oh, that's not fair. Can't really use the coins for anything at this point anyway, so... I'm not sure I heard you correctly just now. You'll give me all 119 of your coins. Yeah, apparently. And let it be noted that some of these coins are acquired here and in the fields. So that's relevant for what's about to happen here. Why, these are Mushroom Kingdom coins, aren't they? This is the Bean Kingdom. I suppose we'll have to calculate their value in the local currency. At today's exchange rate, 119 mushroom coins are worth 10 Bean coins. I bet you can farm way more and they're always just 10, so... Sorry, but for only 10 coins I can't guarantee this secret won't sleep out. Well, that means I'll need an additional 100 Bean coins. Go find them in Stardust Fields and bring them back to me. Which we did for 19 of those coins at least, so... That's irrelevant, but... And I'll help your Koopa King. Unless we somehow got 19 coins just from fighting the Goombas on the cruiser, but I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. I don't know. Maybe it did. I wasn't paying attention, but... Hand me 100 coins, you can find them in blocks or win them in battles. Check your menu to see how many you have. So yeah, we have 0 money now. That's our objective there. You now have 0 coins. You haven't collected 100 coins yet, deadbeats. Oh. So now let's go do the thing. And there's your, your motivation for actually getting into fights here, other than just getting levels. Well, it's pretty simple, as you might expect. Oh shit. I set myself up incorrectly for that, but... Looks like we got some coins out of that at least. 16. And just a single coin from that block here. Some of the coins are gonna come from blocks, but... Pretty sure most of them are just gonna come from fighting things. Even though we do have a few coin blocks around here. But it's kinda hard to stumble on things that are just hidden behind the foreground. It's whatever. Pretty sure these things aren't gonna bring us any problems at this point. Because they have 5 health. Can't believe our attacks... Oh, there we go. Lucky strike. And Mario gets another level. I wonder what he's gonna get now. Could increase his defense or his stash. I guess we can start increasing his stash since that's... Like I said, that's a luck stat. I'm pretty sure that also affects how many or how frequently you get those lucky strikes. Oh boy, we get a fighter fly and also some bill blasters. Let's take care of this one first, I guess. Oh, there we go, lucky strike right after leveling the stash. That's quite nice. Pretty sure with these you can just jump over them and doesn't make a difference. Jump over the bullet bills that they shoot, that is. But you can also just take them or stomp them to show off, I guess. I'm pretty sure Luigi naturally... Hold on. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure Luigi naturally has a higher stash stat, but I guess I was wrong. Never mind, let's put some points into that for him as well. Oh shit. Well, I guess he got the short end of the stick there. Pretty sure that's completely random, but... I'm pretty sure it's dependent on how that stat, like each stat fares in comparison to the others, so fuck. Well, I didn't mean to fall there, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing we could have done up there anyway, right now. Syrup. And if we come up here... Stardust Fields, Area 64. What can this mean? Well, we could try to leave this place without doing anything, but I don't think we'll be able to go very far if we do that, because we need to go there, actually. Let's try killing a few more of these guys, just to do that now. We're almost half done, as you can see. Well, there's a thing that we can't reach, but we will be able to in brief, but let's clear this screen out for now. So yeah, we can't actually leave the screen, except by the way we came in, so we're gonna have to backtrack in just a second, but... Oh, there we go, Mario's attack has gone up. Or maybe it has, because apparently it's not enough to affect the Bill Blasters yet. But apparently it is enough to affect the fighter flies, but Luigi cannot say the same. It's weird. Right, we've got over 56 coins at this stage, but since we can't actually progress here yet, our only choice is to come back here, and there we go. Check this out. Sergeant Starshade, the shooting stars we just witnessed were an alien bombardment, perhaps. In the name of the Starshade brothers, we will find the alien scum. They will rue the day. General Starshade Syrup confirmed the presence of a suspicious unknown entity. It is a vivid green color that pierces the eye. Well, yes, sighting confirmed. However, I see not green, but red. Urgent. Pursue additional visual contact immediately. Well, see, at this point you might think that those weird, yeah, white strips of color under their noses are supposed to be their teeth or not, but their animations make it pretty clear that yes, those are in fact their teeth. Incredible, it is none other than Mario from the Mushroom Kingdom. Luigi sighting confirmed. Sergeant Starshade. Change of mission objective, obtain autograph stat. And there we go. Incredible to think Princess Peach's lovely voice in the hands of some vile enemy. Her voice must be recovered no matter what it takes. Priority 1, Sergeant Starshade. We must provide as much field support as we can. The Starshade Brothers will teach you the secrets of Brothers Action. Special Brothers Action training shall commence immediately. Yeah. Need to get new abilities just to move around. When you wish to jump up to a high ledge, Luigi can jump on Mario to perform a high jump. First press the L button to choose your high jump, to switch your command stuff, and... there you go, high. Then press the B button to jump. At the moment you jump on him, press the B button again. You can jump higher than you can on your own, indeed. It's jumping synergy. And we can just do it. Use the high jump you just learned to reach the ledge on the right, like so. If you use your high jump, you can climb ledges that you could never climb alone. Press start to change positions, Mario, so you move to the rear, and then you press the L button to choose your spin jump. Spin. And press the B button to jump, and then you ride piggyback. Now if you press the B button once more, the two of you spin through the air all together. Press the control pad while you spin to move through the air. So you can just do that. It is possible to use this spin jump to jump across wide valleys and dangerous pits. Do you require another explanation? No. Look at that very basic moon in the background, well, whatever. Just a very basic background altogether, but... Ski Boy's actions that use the rear member performs are using the B button are called Brothers actions. Press the L button to choose an action and the B button to perform it. There are more actions that only brothers like you can perform, but we won't be learning about those for a while. Now the proving grounds. The time has come to show the fruits of your training. You must use the high jump and spin jump we just taught you to reach the flag way up there. And sure, now we can. Spin, even though it's more of a very concentrated spin at this. You can hear it as many times as you want there. Jump high. And get another mushroom too. So there we go. Incredible. Master Mario, Master Luigi, you truly are super brothers. I salute you. You have perfectly mastered the high jump and spin jump. May your mission be successful. Good luck out there. Move out. And there we are. Syrup. And now we can actually make progress here, and maybe the fighter flies will also have respawn, or maybe not, so that's whatever. I think the syrup is for replenishing something that we... Oh yeah, we can actually use them in battle with the... I think that we've been taught how to do that yet, so maybe we can't actually use the brothers, the combo actions in battle yet, but we are gonna be able to very soon. And that's what the syrup is for, it's for replenishing the points that you used to do that. So it's kind of like the honey syrup and the different types of syrup in Paper Mario used to replenish flower points, which are the, you know, the same idea. Sirs, here we go. This is an emotional reunion, sirs. I believe there is something we completely forgot to mention to you earlier. You see, when you master a technique in the field, you can also use it in battle. Since you have mastered the high jump and spin jump, you can now use these techniques in battle. Let's confirm technique mastery in combat simulation. It seems... yeah, it doesn't seem very voracious, does it? We just kind of have that stockpiled. Proceeding with Brothers Attack tutorial. First, as you can see in Mario's command options, there's a new attack command called Brothers Attack. Bros attacks are duo techniques in which Master Mario and Luigi attack together. When you choose this, you can see the stuff you have right now. Release the Brothers Attacks appears, and you can see the different levels that you can get for that, but you can't change that right now. And as you can see here, it's grown dark. Immediately after the light fades, you'll see a button input icon, but don't worry, things move in slow motion during button input. So there we go. Not only do things move slowly, but the icons are clearly displayed. Press the A button, and then if you hit the command exactly, something like this will appear. And actually there are multiple Brothers Attack action commands, so on to the next one. Check the timing and press the button on your own. B and then A here. Another super job by the Super Brothers, you have mastered it, sirs. And Luigi can also do his, but tell you about the modes in Brothers Attacks. Modes are the difficulty levels of the Brothers Attacks, and the modes can be changed, as you might expect. You can make it more difficult, but that'll make it less expensive, so... R and L buttons here to change the modes. Mode 2 is without slow motion, and Mode 3 is without button icons. Once you master action commands, try different modes for a greater challenge, and also to save on, succeeding in the most difficult mode will benefit you greatly. Once you succeed enough times, you may be able to devise some new advanced commands, which you need to do by yourself, but... there are methods that further evolve your actions. When you learn one of these, one of you will flash and you both will understand. For now, just master the basic action commands. Training is complete almost. I shall explain Bros points. You must use Bros points to execute Bros attacks, so use your points wisely. So there you go. You can officially confirm that these field techniques are indeed executable in battle. Proper planning and preparation will ensure your safety throughout your journey. Move out. And that is the whole purpose of this screen, so now we've taken care of that. We can also get up here, but there's nothing up here yet, so... I just continue to kill things for the time being. I'm gonna save my brother's points for the actual boss fight in this stage, though. It's not like we really need them to take care of these battles that are outside of that anyway. But we can get more levels, that's what we can do. So what are we neglecting right now? Power? I guess we can get more power, you can check for the... Not like the individual bonus for each skill, which of these you can actually get a better bonus for. There we go. Or not, actually. I think it's actually determined only by the... well, they measure up to the rest of the skills as a whole, but... 5. There we go. We're getting quite a bit stronger already. Oops, shit. I picked the wrong button there for some reason. Is it because they attacked in the... They attacked in the opposite order of how I actually expected them to. So we took damage for the first time. Isn't that something? But Luigi levels up, so it doesn't matter. So I don't know. Luigi seems pretty well rounded compared to Mario, except for this stash. So I don't think that thing wants him to get a lot more stash yet, though. Can get him more BP or HP. Well, apparently more power even. Well, apparently the RNG god does not want him to get any more of anything right now, because that's the second time he's gotten screwed over on that wheel. Oh shoot. Now I could cheat, but I think I'm perfectly capable of managing without doing that, so probably not. Could cheat and have probability manipulation shenanigans, but like I said, it's probably not very necessary. Really. Yeah, because we didn't get the bonus damage when we got into this fight, so it's whatever. So now we have 99 coins. We need one more to get our requirement complete. I don't know how that didn't count as a jump, but okay. We can probably do this a little bit faster by attacking the Bill Blasters first, just because we can counterattack the flies, whereas we cannot do the same for the blasters, but it doesn't really make a difference at this point. But we got all the coins we need, so we just need to make our way back now. Could get across this way, but I don't know if you want to right now. I don't know if you want to do anything here either. Guess we can do this, but what's the point? Actually, I don't know. I don't think there is a point. It's just like a thing that you can do. Just ride the platforms, I guess, if you don't feel like getting into fights or something, but it doesn't matter anyway, because you can just get up here on the left edge. So now I think we're just gonna... We can use those blocks to go across to the other side, but I don't think we want to right now. Actually, not sure where we are. Okay, never mind. I think I do see now, but what I would want to know is how do we get up there? Oh, I think this way. Get these blocks before we leave. Mushroom and more money. I don't know if we actually are gonna lose this money, but there we go. It's in case you need it, I guess. 131. I guess to actually go back to where we need to go, it would be this way. Yeah, both of those places lead here. So, well, let's save first, just in case. I don't think we're gonna need it, but might as well try to be prudent. We did get how many levels? 3 more levels, I think. Between the then and the now. Oh, 2 more levels. There we go. We now have 131 coins. Took you long enough, but well done. I'll just be taking those coins now. Get me out of here. You want out? You want me to help you? Who said I'd do that? Oh, well, sure. Nope. You're not in the Mushroom Kingdom anymore. Outsiders begun. And, well, there you have it. This might be the last thing I do right now, this area clearing, but yeah, let's do the boss attacks. I'm pretty sure should be pretty simple doing them. Doing both of them, Bounce Brothers. I don't remember how Bounce Brothers works actually, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. I think it's 2 Bs and then No, never mind. It's literally just the opposite sequence. And you can tell who's gonna attack by the arm he uses there, I'm pretty sure. Well, guess I have yet to... Isn't that a nasty attack? Well, even watching the hand I throw it won't help you, even though I figured that out already. Probably because I already knew from, I don't know, several times I played this before. No, the timing for that is kind of tricky, honestly. I think we can do it one more time now, though. Got enough BP to do that. Not bad at all. But how about this? Oh shit. Oh, I see. Yeah, when he laughs, then you have to wait for the first one and then jump over the second one. Let's try to get this right at least once. This is our last chance in this battle. There we go. Could use more syrup to replenish more BP, but I think we're gonna do just fine without that. And then you just wait. Surely there's no problem whatsoever in us trying to just tank the rest of this fight. There we go. It was a lot closer to death than I thought he was, honestly. But there we are. More HP, more power, more speed. I don't know. BP? Well, apparently Mario does need some BP. I guess we can put some points into it. Well, he got screwed over by the RNG this time. No bonus for the stash or for the BP for some reason. I guess I could use some more HP. What if we try to get the stash bonus this time? Oh, there we go. That time it worked. But now, you sir have been griping far too loudly for some time. So I'm just gonna do this and leave. Mario Greenstash, you gotta get Princess Peach's voice back. It's all up to you, because I guess we just assume that it's gonna end up putting him out of commission entirely, even though that's not very far off from what ends up happening, but let's see what lies beyond this point, at least. This might be where I end things off, but let's take a look beyond. Did we give him the coins, and did we actually lose the coins? That's what I want to know. No, I guess we get to keep them. Makes sense. What's in this cave? Apparently just a couple of mushrooms and then we just come out again, and here we are. Fiends? We found you at last, you scum. What have you done with Prince Peasley? Because that's the next subplot we need to take care of. There's no mistake, you kidnapped Prince Peasley. We have witnesses, now confess, villains. Or no, you say you're Mario and Luigi. Lies, bold-faced lies. The superstars of the Mushroom Kingdom would never come here. But here's this guy to back us up for some reason. They're not lying. They say they've come here chasing someone called Cacletta and they're really, really tough. Oh dear, oh my. Oh boy, pardon us sir, so sorry. It's your kingdom's Prince Peasley House kidnapped by something, or so recent reports out of our Hoo-Hoo village claim. We've been looking for any sign of the perpetrator. According to eyewitness accounts, the prince's kidnapper wore an odd helmet and spoke of mustard and think rats. That is all we have to go on. If you come across anything, please let us know. So now we reopen the investigation, but we never really see those guys again, I don't think. But here we are in the next place in Hoo-Hoo village. On the flanks of Hoo-Hoo Mountain. The mountain is a sacred place, but do need to, I guess, look around the mountain a bit before we go to the next dungeon, so we can do that. But yeah, I'm about ready to end things off now. So we'll just wait for a better place to save before we continue on. Or end things up, I guess, not continue on, the opposite of that. Let's at least take a look around here and there. Everyone should climb Huhu Mountain once. You can see the whole kingdom from the top. Also, there's a hole in your house. I don't know if you're aware of that. If you climb down this mountain, you'll reach the town surrounding Bean Bean Castle. Townsfolk are so much more stylish and fashionable than people in this town. I just adore them. Well, to reach Huhu Mountain's peak, you have to either get a ride from Blablanadon or hike up. Hiking the mountain is brutal, but if you can get a ride from Blablanadon, it's a snap. Well, take a guess what you're gonna have to do first. I saw this kingdom's Prince Peasley on the edge of the village. I'm sure of it. He was taken to the top of the mountain by some guy wearing a weird helmet. So we know what one of those things is implying. No matter how long you wait, Blablanadon won't come back. I feel it in my bones. He said he saw someone who looked like Prince Peasley, went to the summit and never returned. Well, with Blablanadon gone, we can't get to the top of the mountain. This isn't good. So we're gonna have to do something about it. You want to climb down to where there's a town. Just keep heading left down this path. Long ago on this very mountain, the hooligans developed the great Huhu civilization. At the summit there still remain many mysterious remnants of this once great people. I'm pretty sure we have to try to climb down first and then we get railroaded somewhere else. Pictographs on the walls here are ancient letters known as hieroglyphs. They represent the countless jokes developed by the ancient Huhu civilization, apparently. Here's the mountain trail, but here's something else. We're said to be the descendants of the people who developed the Huhu civilization. This land is largely populated by the Beanish peoples, but there are other races like ours, because they're... even though they're all green. Yes, we have to assume that they're actually different somehow. I don't know, man, that's how the lore details. That's like clearly getting into something that you don't understand, and if you look too far into it, you will totally regret it. But let's remember this place. Well, that was a long sequence. We now have 171 coins. I think we can carry up to like 9999 coins, so it doesn't really matter. Syrup. The waterfall's mist feels so good, my pores are partying. Wish we could stand here together forever. Oh man. We can also drink water, but... we can do that. Yeah, a bit of a preview for something we're gonna have to do later, but... maybe we can do it now, actually. Or not. I think if Luigi tries that, though... just immediately does that, so only Mario can blow it up. Beware of overhydration. If overdrinking symptoms appear, stomp on the victim's head. Spitting excess water on objects in this area is strictly prohibited. So I guess it does let you know. And there is a little bit more to that, at least. So if we come over here and do this... yeah, we can actually... get some money, I guess. There we go. How much money did we actually get out of that? Like 10 coins. Maybe we got less than that, and it's just like a single coin. But also this guy's here. No matter what you hit me with, you can't knock me down, I think, so it's just blocking the way. Should probably make a note of all like the caves like this that I can get to, but can't actually do anything in because I don't have the necessary skills yet. I guess I will right after. I can do it right now, fuck it. Okay. So I guess if I'm going to come as close to 100% completion for this game as I can fathom, then I really should try to do everything. So I can come down here too. That's for trying to climb down the mountain, but... this is the mountain trail, except there's like a bridge going on here, yeah. Bridge is broken, so we're repairing it. Go talk to villagers for a while and come back. Soldiers come to town, Blablanadon fails to return, the bridge suddenly breaks. I have a bad feeling about this. There could be something awful happening up on the mountain. Or it could be Ebon's world, I don't know, but the bridge is broken, so we're repairing it. Go talk to villagers, and they say the same thing? No, this guy says something different, but it's basically the same thing. There's also these people here. This is the home of the Hammerhead brothers, Sledge and Mallet. Right now they're out looking for the rocks they use to make hammers. I'm sure they'll be back before too long. Well, they're not here right now, and yeah, we're gonna need to have some hammers. So it's just like in the tradition started by Mario RPG and followed up on by Paper Mario. We're gonna need to do jumping and hammer moves in this, but we do get something else later on in this game that deviates from that. I'm tired of living in the sticks. I want to live someplace cool where there's lots to do. Also a bit of a glitch with Luigi's hat there, I guess. Cut off. If you head left, you can climb down to the mountain's base, and also you can hear the bridge work that's going on above. We met Sledge and Mallet, the hammer making masters. No, we have not, but straight off we're gonna have to eventually. But for now, if we try to climb down, we end up coming across this. Give back Prince Peasley. Gak. Well, you again, you're the pair of finkrats that souped in with the butter that I hate. I say to you, while I was busy with Peasley, you have been catching me. I have fury. Clara has already begun smearing the butter of her next tasty plan all over Bean Bean Castle. Since you two cannot make it in time, I say to you that it is better never than late. So here's your halting place. Oh. I have fury, and I was somehow able to do that. Since you will not be shattering this stone, I laugh at you trying to climb down this mountain. You could just shimmy along the edge of it, but as we don't consider that even. So now I have to go back and find the hammer people, but pretty sure they're not actually going to be able to help us right now. The bridge is still there. This is the last stone. Now we show the true spirit of the Hammerhead Bros. This stone's our last shot. But no, this stone just ain't gonna do it. I can't make hammers no more. What do you two think you're staring at? Oh. You want us to make you a hammer? You know these two dudes are Mario and Luigi from the Mushroom Kingdom, the Jump and Hammer Kings. You're so right, Sledge. I remember these guys. Why are a couple of celebrities like you bumming around this place looking for a hammer? Well, we didn't bring our own, I guess. You don't have to tell us, we fully understand. Our lips are completely sealed, we'll just make what you need. We're professionals after all. That's right, pros all the way. But the thing is, in order to make hammers we need hoo-hoo blocks from the mountaintop. And since Blabberland suddenly stopped coming down here, we can't get up to the summit. Hoo-hoo blocks are hard stones. Hammers made from those things can break anything. Want to climb the mountain to get more hoo-hoo blocks, but we can't jump well enough to do it. Well, yes we can. Oh yeah, what was I thinking? You guys are jumping pros, aren't you? So are you saying you could go to the top of the mountain and get us some hoo-hoo blocks? Well, I guess we have to. That would really hook us up. If you get us some hoo-hoo blocks, we'll make you a special hammer. You scratch our backs, bros, and we'll scratch yours. So there you go. If you get us some hoo-hoo blocks, we'll make you a hammer. Mallet, the younger of the Hammerhead brothers, my man over there is called Sledge. Our hammers are the greatest, so we must assume. So now we have an actual mission and suddenly the bridge is fixed. We're done fixing the bridge. If you're gonna climb up the mountain, be careful up there. So nobody's really stopping us from doing so, but yeah, we have to. This is basically the next sort of dungeon slash area, and I was wondering if there was any kind of like a save block in here, but I guess not. So I might as well kill some things here. And then we'll go back and save in the village. And I can start off with this next time, because this is gonna take a while. I'm about done. And these beanies, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other regular enemies out on the field drop the woo beans, which are the green beans. There are 4 types of beans. I'm pretty sure you get woo beans from enemies, you get the he beans, which are the yellow ones from the minigames. You get chuckle beans from the ground, and you get woo beans, I think the other ones are called, from finding them in blocks. And I'm pretty sure there's also a way to grind out he beans and chuckle beans and woo beans, but I don't remember what that is. So you do need to get a bunch of those eventually. Okay, so if they approach at a certain distance from you, then that means they're gonna... like that far away, they're gonna stumble, but if not, then they're just gonna run at you. That's the tell, but... I guess we're just gonna clear out the screen and then turn back. And already there's a bit of wonkiness going on with the speed there. Well, we could clear out the screen. I guess we will clear out the screen. I guess as long as we're here. Though already you can tell there's gonna be a bit of weird maneuvering required to do that. I think we can also like do a special attack on these guys if we like jump on them with the high jump. Or not. Oh, we can do that. I wonder if that's gonna do anything. Guess not. For some reason I remember those guys being like a little bit tougher, but I guess not. Oh, there we go. I think this is where we will be leaving things off. There's a Hoo Hoo Mountain Trail, but there's also a block down here where we can get more syrup. And let's just go back here. I think this is where the save block is, or not save block, that's in Paper Mario. This is the save album. Well, it basically behaves the same as a block, so it's not really a big difference, but still. Might as well try to call things as they are. So there we have it. And I think since it's been nearly 5.5 hours since already 10, it isn't really very late. I might as well just go for... fuck, I don't know. Maybe I could keep going for a little bit longer. Let me check something real quick and then I'll figure something out. What's this? You know what, I think we're good to end things off at the moment. So yeah, since I'm going to assume that, yeah, managed to save, managed to get our things, we're at level 5, we got 202 coins, and if this looks like that, then we are good, yeah. Gonna go ahead and do that, and gonna go ahead and have my backup for this perfectly legitimate thing that I do. There we go. And I'm gonna end things off for now. So that was the end of a terrible game and the start of a far, far better game. Finally managed to get some done with, what you call it, with Church of Cerberus, which... I guess the way I will summarize it from now on is just gonna be, okay, at least it's done, at least I can say that I did it, at least I can give an earnest opinion on how terrible it is, and know that I'm right. I feel good about that detail at least, but now we're gonna be doing Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, which is a much better game. And that'll probably be a way more enjoyable experience, so... I'll be continuing that either tomorrow or on Thursday. I'm actually not sure how things are gonna go there. I might actually end up doing things like streaming tomorrow at more or less the same time that I streamed today, or starting at the same time more or less, but rather than going for about 5 hours, do it a little bit shorter like I was planning to before, so... Might very well be the case, or I could just do something different on Thursday, I don't know. But we'll figure it out. It'll probably be tomorrow, but we'll see you one of those 2 days where I guess I'm gonna start the music again. It's the same Danganronpa music that I used to close out my streams way back in the day, so there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to over here and not using the actual soundtrack of the game to play things off for now. Just turn that back on. So yeah, I'll be back either tomorrow or Thursday with more Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, and then I will be back on the weekend with more Xenoblade Chronicles X, which yes, I can actually say that I'm doing something approaching progress with at this point, so that's nice. I'm just gonna have to find some time at some point during this week so that I can get some personal stuff that's pending done. I should probably have worked on that today, but you know, there's still a little bit of time left in the day. I can at least look at it. But yeah, that's what's in our prospects at this moment. So if you would be willing to stick around for a moment longer, I think I can find somebody to raid. Let me see, there's a few people I know that are alive right now. Just gotta check all of my emails that I get, because at some point or another, Twitch decided to fix its own email system, and I actually now get emails on my... Fuck, hold on a second. I now get emails on my actual current account, instead of just having to get all my emails from my old account and not getting anything from my current one. But yeah, if you would be willing to stick around for a couple minutes longer, then I think I'm gonna throw a raid at this person. Let's see if I can get copy-paste here. Putting Underdog Nobody, a streamer I've come to know recently who does a lot of retro stuff. I think pretty much only retro stuff. And, pretty cool, pretty entertaining stream. Pretty good vibes altogether, so you'll say hi. You can say whatever you want, you can say nothing at all, you know how it works. I don't really have a thing set up, but yeah. But to summarize that for the last time, I will return either tomorrow or on Thursday with more of this game, and then on the weekend with Xenoblade Chronicles X and so on and so forth. Unless something stupid happens, but I don't think anything really stupid has happened over the past couple of weeks at least, so hopefully that doesn't happen, but yeah. Independently of what happens next, and independently of what I can do or perceive, etc. Of all those details and things. Let me just end this as I always do by saying I will see you later. I'm gonna have to go get some dinner now. I wonder what's there, but yeah, bye.